So, the gentrification of black communities in Toronto has been going on for quite some time now. But Little Jamaica, which is the heartbeat of Afro Caribbean culture, is one of the last areas that really speaks to, well, my heart for sure. I spent over a decade in that area when I was living in Toronto, and there's so much beautiful Afro Caribbean culture there. But if you look at it today, over 140 businesses have been driven out due to gentrification. But Toronto's first black led land trust is now stepping in and they're fighting back. Take a look.
Home to hundreds of local black-owned businesses since 1958, Little Jamaica on Eglinton Avenue West is rich in Afro-Caribbean culture. But as of 2011, the construction of the Eglinton Crosstown LRT has driven over 140 black-owned businesses to close.
Between the COVID and construction, a lot of stores were erased. And I mean, let's be real, there were no customers. So no customers come in, you can't pay the rent. You can't pay the rent, the landlord lock the door on you. You move out, right? Where do you go? Where your customers can find you. So it's very important, I think, as a black community to maintain and keep the space because, again, we were here, we built it in the 70s.
In response, residents formed Black Urbanism Toronto in 2018. The nonprofit empowers locals to participate in community development so they can stay in their neighborhood. How? Through shared ownership. That's how the Little Jamaica Community Land Trust was born in 2024.
I think community land trusts still find ways to keep the inclusive environment, but we're really set on prioritizing black folks, that they are the leaders, that they are the board of directors, that they are voting membership, so that they really are the people making the power in decisions in their neighborhood, in their community, and for their people.
Little Jamaica is under attack. And we as a community have to make sure we do everything possible to keep that area alive. We can't allow the Metrolinx, the LRT that they have been building for over a decade now. And as I said earlier, I spent a great decade of my life in that area. And now if you go there, there's only 50 businesses left. And that's not a lot when you think of the stretch that spans Little Jamaica. And it's really disheartening to see. But what I think we need to do, in addition to trying to own these properties so that instead of being renters, it'll be much more difficult for them to drive the black, business owners out. We have barbershops where people would not just go to get their hair cut. They're playing dominoes, they're chopping it up, they're having a good time. There's so many restaurants there with the most delicious, authentic Jamaican and African food. There are beauty supply shops. I mean, everything by our people, for our people. So to see it be driven out, and it'll start with 140 businesses, then you'll see condos going up, you'll see other businesses owned by the folks and other races of people. And before you know it, you wake up and Little Jamaica is no longer Little Jamaica. That beautiful mural will be painted over and who knows what it'll be called. And the heartbeat, as I said, of our Afro-Caribbean culture will be gone. And that will be yet another neighborhood that belonged to the black community. And in this case, since the 1950s, it was black people who built up that community. And, I always say this. The other communities, Little India, Little Portugal, Greek Town, Chinatown, not touched at all. And people want to say things like, well, you black people are always making it dirty and there's so much crime there, et cetera, exists in the other communities as well. Let's talk about the South Asian community. There's a lot of crime that goes on there, yet they dominate a city almost entirely, and there's no gentrification going on there. So we as black people need to really start making sure we come together as a community, uniting, because that's one of the most biggest gaps in our community is the lack of unity. and really banding together and saying, you know what? We're going to start owning stuff. We're going to start giving the thought process of the days of Tulsa, where everything was owned by Black people and they were thriving. We need to get back to that level of mentality and stop allowing the governments to come in and drive all of our businesses out. So, what should Black people do? Buy Black on purpose. Pour into the Black community. Stop going to the Asian nail salon places and invest in the Black community. Buy your hair products from Black owned businesses. Buy your clothes from Black owned businesses. Go to the barbershops and hair salons in Little Jamaica. Invest in the food that's prepared by these amazing, amazing chefs in Little Jamaica. Look at how you can be an investor in some of the businesses. Look at how you can, like it said in the video, shared ownership. These are the kinds of things, this is the way we have to think as Black people. These politicians, too, hold them accountable because they'll come and pose for carnivals. You'll see them dancing in the streets to Rastafest and Afrofest and all of the cultural events that we have as a people. Yet, when it comes down to it, they'll be the first ones involved in driving us out of our communities. So, it's giving that whole, we like the culture, we just don't want you people involved in it anymore, right? So we have to ensure that we do not allow this to happen. And I have a great event that we can consider, starting with to pour into the Little Jamaica community. And it is the Toronto Pan-African Film Festival. I'm sure you've heard Brother Phil talking about it because we're so excited to say that Brother Phil, our very own Phil Scott, will be joining us in Toronto at the Toronto Pan-African Film and Media Brunch, which is the grand finale after all of the festivities from August 14th to 16th. And by the way, expect you to come out to those too. All my Toronto people, all my Ontario people, all my American people who are across the border, Buffalo, Detroit, come through, New York, come over. Come over. It's not that far of a drive. Come across. If you can come for Caravana, you can come for this. And you'll get a chance to meet Philip Scott, chat it up with him, chop it up with him, take pictures, And then also, we have amazing films from the 14th to the 16th. The 14th starts with a black carpet gala, okay? Black carpet, black velvet rope, Pan-African theme. And, you'll be able to mix and mingle with amazing people in the industry. And then on the 15th, we have more film screenings. On the 16th, more film screenings, more panels, got fashion show happening. And then the grand finale, as I said, on the 17th at the Aqua Supper Club located at 50 Prince Edward Island Crescent in Toronto from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. We're going to have a film and media brunch. We're going to have amazing food. And then after that, we're going to have a fashion show. And then we're going to get into some panels. And we're going to talk to amazing, amazing, amazing people in film, actors, directors, writers, producers. And we're going to talk the talks. And then we will have the Black Media panel where Philip Scott will be a part of it, along with some other amazing people in Black media here in Toronto, Ontario, and across Canada. And they're going to talk the things, talk about the triumphs, the challenges, and drop some amazing gems for any up-and-coming filmmakers or up-and-coming people that want to get into the Black media space. You're going to be really in a place where you can leverage information from some of the best ever to do it. So you want to come out. I will put the link in the description field. I expect everybody to run over, register your tickets for the films, buy your ticket for the film and media brunch, come out, meet Phil Scott and other amazing people in the industry. Have a good time. And you know what that does? That helps support the Little Jamaica community. That helps pouring into that community and showing the politicians, the government, that we are a powerful group of people and we're not going to let them drive us out. Okay? Not going to happen. So please come on out, support this event. That's a start. And the more we do that, the more we pour into that community, the more we stand strong. And that's what we need to do. We cannot allow erasure to happen. So in the meantime, let me know what you think about this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content. Until next time, I shall see you again. Until then, please